My dad said it seems like young men don't want to get married anymore, and I wanted to ask the internet why that might be. Like, I definitely have ideas of why it might be, but I'd rather hear from real people. It's also interesting that it coincides with that statistic that's been thrown around a lot lately, which is that 40% of women of marriageable age are going to be single by the year 2030. And what's interesting is it's by choice. Like, we're all choosing not to do this anymore. And I know that for a lot of women, myself included, there's a lot of hesitancy because we've been hurt and we're afraid. So I'm curious, what is it from the male perspective? Or do you think all of this is just like a consequence of the culture we live in now with like hookup culture and the internet? I don't know. Let me know what I should tell my dad. Thanks.
This is all women's fault. Women did this. They said they didn't want to listen to us. They wanted to be sexually liberated. They wanted to run around and sleep with whoever they wanted. They didn't want to listen to their fathers. They didn't want to listen to their husbands, and then they want to flip it because they don't want responsibility. Ask the average woman what she wants. She says, I want to go to school, I want to have fun, I want to explore, I want to travel the world. I don't want to listen to a man. I want to backpack, go to Dubai, go on a boat. Then, maybe when I'm 35, I want to meet a nice man and settle down. Men hear this and think, so you want to run around, sleep with whoever you want, be a slob, and then expect some guy to pick up and pay the bill at the end? No, I'm not doing that. Any man who's competent refuses.
This is a pretty crazy fact. I asked ChatGPT why women file divorce at such a higher rate than men, and it said unmet emotional needs, unequal household and emotional labor, more financial independence, and women tend to have higher expectations in a relationship.
Divorce favors women, plain and simple. Financial gain, custody leverage, all incentives to leave if things go wrong. Men don't file as much because they know the system is stacked against them.
I posted a video about guys not knowing what they want in their 30s, and let me tell you, the comments have me like shook. The amount of men saying that they don't want to get married because they don't want to have to take care of a woman is like absolutely mind-blowing to me. Like, love is dead. It's dead.
For anyone that has listened to men in the last decade, this should not be surprising. Because let's face it, ladies, men are no longer to expect anything from a woman in marriage. Because when they talk about expectations, especially on social media, they get put through the ringer. And that has leaked into the real world. Like, men have a lot to lose when it comes to relationships, especially marriage. They are expected to give without requiring or wanting or asking for anything in return. A lot of men that have experienced that feeling in a real life relationship that he's been through, he has decided to remain single rather than put himself through that again. And honestly, what he sees on social media just reinforces that. It's really only until he finds a good woman in real life, he finds that unicorn, that will ever be broken down. And that does happen occasionally. But for the rest of the guys, they would rather be single.
Stop getting married. It's 2025. You're just wasting your time. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life with another human being and then have to pay 10 grand just to divorce them? And I'm not even talking about kids. So like, why go through that stress? Why go through that hassle? Because society said so. Society says it's your duty to have kids, only for you to traumatize your kids because your marriage is so awful. It's just way better being single and dating around. Why commit to one person for the rest of your life? There's always someone better. You're just wasting your time.
Why spend thousands to exit something you didn't need in the first place? Marriage today is a business deal, and for men, it's usually a bad one. Broken homes, drained bank accounts, years of stress. That's the reality. Men aren't rejecting love. They're rejecting unnecessary risk. In 2025, more guys are realizing their freedom, peace, and future are worth far more than a piece of paper.
So I would love to get married again, but now it seems like men don't want to get married anymore. Like, why is this? Can't we just get a prenup and be happy and be married? I get it where there's so many people that just live together and they live a married life, but they don't actually get married. Are people at least getting rings still? So at least you can show like I'm taken when you're out and about if you don't want to get married. What is the real reason men don't want to get married anymore? Is it money? Is it they've already had half of their stuff taken from a divorce, so they're bitter? I'm really curious. I feel like the partnership that comes with marriage is just a little bit different than if you're just dating someone, because they can always cut bait and jump ship because there's nothing to lose. When you do have like skin in the game, I feel like people would be more apt to like work through challenges, try to figure it out to stay together, versus if you're never married, it's easier just to be like, okay, fight and run away. But are guys really not wanting to get married anymore? Let me know in the comments.
The icky D word. Divorce. I'm going through one, so let's talk about it. I am divorcing my husband of 22 years of marriage, and it is a high conflict. High conflict because, well, I blocked him on everything, and, well, before that, he cut me off financially. So it's a little bit tricky. Cut me off financially. I didn't have a dime to my name. Not even a credit card. So even though we built everything we had together, he just thought he deserved to have it all. But let's be honest, he couldn't have really done it without me. So there's that. We ended up going to court July 2nd, and it was a big win for me. The judge saw right through everything that he did and did not like that at all. Nope, 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 nope. In fact, that judge was rooting for the underdog, which is me. So cheers to me. The other thing I highly recommend, if you are going through a pretty high asset divorce, hire a forensic accountant. Hire a forensic accountant. That accountant will be your best friend, I promise you. Yes, they're expensive. So for all of you trolls in the comment section, it's gonna be so expensive. Yes, it will be. And it will be worth every dime, I promise. It's already brought me everything I want. So, forensic accountant. And also, stay strong with what you want, because I promise you, you're gonna get what you need and what you deserve in the end. Promise, promise, promise. Judges, they split everything very fairly, at least in the state of California. So, yeah, there's that. So carry on, and cheers to me.
22 years of a man's life reduced to her victory lap. Blocking him, cutting him off, dragging him into court, and then raising a glass like she just won the lottery. This isn't heartbreak, it's a payday. For many, marriage has become a retirement plan, not a partnership. The system is built to back it up. And that's why men are walking away. Why risk building a life only for someone else to cash in and celebrate taking it?
Why men are saying no to marriage. First of all, let's talk about freedom. A lot of men today are realizing that marriage isn't the happily ever after that they were promised. Instead, they watch other married men who are stuck in unfulfilling routine. They're financially drained, they're constantly walking on eggshells just to keep the peace. Meanwhile, single men, they have their freedom, their money, and their peace of mind. Then there's the wonderful changing dating landscape. Modern dating has made commitment more risky than ever, with hookup culture, social media attention, and dating apps giving women endless options. A lot of men just feel like marriage overall is an outdated contract that doesn't benefit them in any meaningful way. Why would he want to commit to a woman that might be keeping her options still open or out there playing the game still? And then what? She cheats on him? There's really no penalty for cheating in your marriage. So he's supposed to just let that happen and then she leaves and takes half? I don't think so.
Look around at how men live today. They can date, they can travel, they can have relationships, even move in with someone, and without marriage. They still get companionship, intimacy, everything marriage was supposed to offer, but without signing a contract that could destroy them later. That's the big shift. Men realize they don't need marriage to get the benefits anymore. And when you add in the risks, losing half your assets, paying alimony, being stuck in court for years, it's just a bad deal. Think about it. Marriage is the only contract where one side can fail completely, walk away, and still get rewarded. Why would men sign that?